And a very pleasant good afternoon, or good morning, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday morning, as it is October 27th. I'm just astonished at how fast the month of October has gone by. It's just been like one big blur as it's just zoomed past. We're entering the home stretch right now for October, So thank you so much for tuning in here today. This is our weekly Take the Points show. As the boys couldn't make it up here tonight, you can see the extra seats are empty today. But one of the reasons, actually, I'm leaving that camera on. Let's see if it'll show up in that one. Not quite. Leaving that camera on, you see that one right there? That's what's starting this weekend right there. The 72nd annual Fall Harvest Festival in Louisville. The 72nd annual Fall Harvest Festival starts this weekend as I'll start to tell you about the things that are going on in and around your area today, tomorrow, and this weekend. Like I said, the Fall Harvest Festival gets underway. I think I've got another one. Yeah, there it is. The Halloween contest, the Halloween Howloween contest is this afternoon, starts at 5 o'clock. That's the dress-up Halloween contest for dogs. So that's a lot of fun. And, of course, the day starts with the kitty parade or around, I think, let's see. The kitty parade's at 2 o'clock. That's what gets the festival going here this afternoon. They're going to have the pageants tonight. Also, there's going to be, oh, heavens, music on the square with Seth Schnauts tonight. That'll be fun. The Glow Walk Run is tonight in Louisville. All kinds of fun stuff tonight in Louisville. And then if that's not enough for you, how about tomorrow when there will be the Rotary Pancake Breakfast, a huge full day. I'm not going to go over everything, but it just starts with the pancake breakfast all the way up to the final, the chili contest tomorrow afternoon. And of course the pageant, they'll have the big parade Saturday afternoon, and following that they'll announce all the pageant winners. So that's good, clean fun. And that again is at the 72nd annual Fall Harvest Festival up here in Louisville. What else going on this weekend, this Friday, today? Books for Treats over at the Centralia Regional Library from 3 o'clock until 5 p.m. today. It's Books for Treats, trick or treat without the tricks, and with Books for Treats, youth ages birth through 6th grade will be able to pick up their own treat from tables of books marked by age groups as well. Bags for treats will also be provided courtesy of the Friends of the Library. Costumes are encouraged. It's good, clean fun here on Friday afternoon. We're getting into that weekend, folks. It's Halloween. From now until Tuesday, you may as well get used to it, because it's coming. Haunted cabins and trails also going on today and tomorrow. That's in Ken Mundy, of course, as a $10 experience. For $10, experience a terrifying journey through a haunted 1880s trail. Dare to walk alongside ghosts and discover the haunting secrets of the log cabins. Prepare to immerse yourself in the paranormal as you venture into the haunted trail that winds its way through the eerie woods and through the historic log cabins from the 1880s. All proceeds, of course, do go to the repair and upkeep of the cabins over there in the cabin grounds, as well as to there are 3 scholarships to South Central seniors. So it's a wonderful way to spend your time, a wonderful way to spend $10. Also, trunk or treat this evening. That'll be in Centralia at the Trinity Lutheran Church from 5 to 7 o'clock. And over at the Tuscan Hills Winery tonight, it's a big Halloween costume party here at the over up in Effingham at the Tuscan Hills Winery. They're on the north side of town. One other thing in Effingham tonight, a huge night. This is at the Effingham Performance Center. They will be hosting a performance of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now, this is the movie, of course, not a play. So, yeah, this is at the Effingham Performance Center tonight at 8 o'clock. What's going on this weekend? Saturday's a big day as well. At Blueford, at the Blueford Ruritan Club, they'll host their monthly breakfast. All-you-can-eat sausage, biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, pancakes, grits, coffee, orange juice, and water. Cost is by donation. What else is going on this weekend? Another pancake breakfast over in Centralia. As it doesn't say where that is. Both regular and blueberry pancakes, but it's at 236 South Poplar. I don't know what that is. Diaper giveaway at the Grace United Methodist Church this weekend as well. That's in Salem, and that'll be from 10 o'clock until noon on Saturday. They're going to have size 1 to 7 diapers, as well as 2 to 6 pull-ups, along with baby wipes. So that's a nice way if you're a little, if you need them. By golly, they're there to help you out. The church address 116 East Swartz Street in Salem. The Salem First Baptist Church is having their big old Fall Fun Fest, as they're going to have food, family, fun, and trunks of candy as they celebrate the fall season. This will be noon till 3 on Saturday afternoon. I'm telling you, it seems to me that if you want, you can probably just go from one town to another, one trunk and treat, and you might be able to load up just a gigantic grocery sack full of candy. Well, it's a coat giveaway also in Alma on Saturday from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Alma Christian Church holding an area coat giveaway. Both children and adult sizes will be available. All that going on this weekend around town and around the area. What else going on here on this beautiful October 27th, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Black Cat Day. Don't be superstitious on National Black Cat Day. This celebrates the beauty of these sleek creatures. The day also seeks to raise awareness about the low adoption rate for black cats. This time of year, many black cats may decorate the thresholds for Halloween. However, these felines deserve the love and attention just as much as their tabby equivalents, as old notions of giving these poor furry critters a bad reputation. Look at him. He's just a gorgeous cat. This day is about turning that reputation around. This day was started by Cats Protection, an animal charity in the United Kingdom. They founded National Black Cat Day to raise awareness concerning the lower rates of adoption for black cat. Here's a question. Why do cats get stuck in trees? You would think that'd be an easy answer. Why do only some cats get stuck in trees? One reason might be a cat's claws curve downward, making it easy to climb up, but not quite as easy to climb down. They can't really climb head first, but they can come down tail first sometimes, but cats don't much care to do that. I had, if you want story time, got a couple of story times today since it's just me. Story time, I got my cat out of a tree myself on Saturday night. So yeah, it's easy to do. What else going on today? National Breadstick Day. The last Friday in October. This recognizes the delicious goodness of dunkable pieces of warm and tender enjoyment. Enjoy this celebration annually on the last Friday of October. Breadsticks come in many forms, soft or crunchy, also flavored with garlic, onion, salt, or cheese. They can be sweetened with cinnamon and or sugar. It's a great time to make homemade. Here's some more breadsticks. I got to tell you, those just don't look very good to me. I'm more of a fan. I'm more of a fan of these breadsticks, I think, than those breadsticks. But every last Friday in October is a National Breadstick Day. Easy to celebrate. Just go out, find yourself a restaurant that does breadsticks, or make your own. An easy thing to do. What else is going on today, worldwide and nationally? Ladies and gentlemen, it is National American Beer Day. Happy National American Beer Day. This raises a glass to the rich American beer-making history and those who savor the continued traditions. Pour your favorite pint with millions who enjoy the storied brews across the country. Brewing and beer in America begins long before the Europeans arrived, as Native Americans brewed beer from a variety of ingredients. They used corn, birch sap, and water to ferment their beverage. Then when the first colonists arrived in Virginia, they began combining their brewing traditions with the supplies at hand, including also corn. And since then, brewing and brewers became the principal occupation in the colonies. Interestingly, the first white child born in Manhattan, I did not know this. The first white child born in Manhattan grew up to be the first brewer born in America. He became a brewer. How about that? I had no idea. Brooklyn, probably it'd be Manhattan, so it wouldn't be Brooklyn. Brooklyn Brewery, though, is outstanding. I love Brooklyn Brewery. There are over 1,300 brewers. I wonder, does Budweiser still count as an American brewery? I mean, they're still using the same formula, even though their AB InBev is owned. Well, anybody can own a share, but it's principally owned by a Brazilian or two, and I don't know. That's a good question. Here's this picture has a slew of outstanding national American brews, including you've got Samuel Adams there on the fifth row from the bottom. Stone Brewing Company, that's in California. I've got to admit, out of all those, I've probably enjoyed maybe a third of them. Or so. And then you've got the stars are basically, Schlafly is one of the top stars. The stars are basically the caps, bottle caps. I'll be darned, there's Urban Chestnut as well. So all kinds of ways to celebrate. Some American beer facts. The U.S. produced 196 million barrels of beer as recently as 2009. Americans consume roughly 20 gallons, Americans consume roughly 20 gallons of beer per capita. That's a lot of beer. I did not realize it was that much. That's a ton of beer. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about celebrating National American Beer Day. So keep that going. What do you want to see on television tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to get to it later on in the show, but tonight is Game 1 of the World Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks versus the Texas Rangers. Probably going to be, I don't know if it'll be Jordan Montgomery or not, but who are you going to be for? We'll get to that in a little bit. NCAA football tonight, Florida Atlantic is at Charlotte. That is on ESPN2, The Deuce, and that's at 6:30 tonight. Hockey tonight, the Blackhawks are at Vegas. That's on NBC Sports Chicago at 5 p.m. And then at 9 o'clock tonight, it is the Blues at the Canucks. That's on Bally, Channel 630. Then a doubleheader NBA basketball on ESPN. Miami Heat at the Boston Celtics at 6:30, followed by the Golden State Warriors against the Sacramento Kings. We're going to talk sports, and we're going to talk high school sports. We've got volleyball, football, and college football, baseball, NFL, all kinds of stuff right after these words. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Flora. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Bruce Dickey, as this is our weekly Take the Points show. And usually Lucas is here, or Brian is here, or Jamie is here. He couldn't be here today. Lucas says... Lucas's daughter Grayson has started the grade school basketball season, so we may not see quite as much as Lucas as we have. And I'm not sure. Of course, Jamie's principal in or superintending something, and I'm not sure what Weeze had going, but what Weeze might have going, and what is going to be going on Thursday night. All right, I'm shooting this on Wednesday. Shooting this on Wednesday afternoon, basically, so I can get to volleyball on Thursday night. As this is your favorite time of year, folks. The playoffs are underway for both the volleyball as well as football in the high school level around the state. That's just a ton of fun. We'll get to football in just a second, but volleyball started earlier this week, and it is rolling, and there are some tight games. And you got to remember, this ends the high school career of some girls. They're having a lot of fun, and it just everything comes crashing to a halt. Or it's a lot of fun. Here's what the Class 1A, one side of the Class 1A looks like. It's got. Interestingly enough, well, I'll tell you a little bit. You see that North Clay has already advanced to the final tomorrow night at St. Elmo, where they'll play the winner of St. Anthony and South Central. You see North Clay, they had the top seed in that regional. Altamont won its first match over St. Elmo, and St. Anthony and South Central also won. How come that score in the Altamont's 25-0? Well, I think we talked about it last week for a second. But the IHSA takes their scheduling limits tremendously seriously, as the set limit of matches for volleyball during the regular season, whether in a tournament or in regular season play, the total cannot exceed 35. You could play 35 matches. No regular season games, all in tournaments if you want it. You could play 35 matches all regular season, no tournament games if you wanted. However, Altamont played 37, and you can't do that. And I guess somehow it got brought to the attention of the IHSA. And the strange thing, when you look at Altamont's record, they had 2 ties. Well, the 2 ties came from tournament games and tournament matches, and I'm guessing, I'm speculating that the folks up there didn't realize that those were going to count against the record as well, but those count, and that's what knocked Altamont off. So Altamont did not get to play Wednesday night against North Clay. And of course, they'll take on the winner of St. Anthony and South Central. Also in Class 1A, teams that we cover, down there at the bottom of the Crab Orchard sectional listing, this is the Wayne City Regional. It is Sisney versus Edwards County on Wednesday night. The winner of that match will take on the winner of the Woodlawn versus Trico match on Trico's the number 1 seed here at that regional. Edwards County or Sisney, I got to tell you, I've seen both of those teams play lately. I think the winner of that Edwards County Trico game is going to give that number 1 seed all they can handle. I think they'll give Trico on Thursday night all that they want, and it should be a dandy. That's Class 2A. Let's skip up, or pardon me, that was Class 1A. Let's skip up to Class 2A and take a look at what the Fairfield Mules are doing. Fairfield knocked off Totopolis on Tuesday. They advanced to take on Mount Carmel last night, and of course, like I said, we're shooting this beforehand. Mount Carmel had a nice win on the road at Hamilton County, and they beat the home squad in the regional 25-21, 25-21. So Fairfield and Mount Carmel play tonight. Now, this is a rematch, ladies and gentlemen, of a match last season in the regionals where Mount Carmel defeated Fairfield, a higher-seeded Mule squad in Fairfield. I don't think the Mules will forget that. I'm guessing that Fairfield will come ready to play Thursday night. And have the opportunity to go to the Pinckneyville sectional. Taking a look at Class 3A, Salem, nice win on the road. They won at Triad on Monday night, on Tuesday night, and advanced to the Triad regional final on Thursday night against Highland. Highland's pretty tough, but Salem giving them all they can, and that's good for Salem advancing to that point. That's pretty good. Salem has had an up and down season, but the things are looking up for Salem volleyball. I think that's for sure. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it's football weekend too. Of course, how can you look at the end of October without looking at football weekend? Now, the schools we cover, of course, Flora and Salem, they ran into trouble at the end of the season. Neither team able to get to the playoffs, so sorry about that. But we'll show some of the other schools, more local, more around the area, playing as we'll give you a little rundown. The Fairfield Mules do play as they take it all the way down there to game number 13. Fairfield at 5-4 travels to Greenville, 2:00 Saturday afternoon. They'll take on the Greenville, what are they, the Comets, as I recall? They'll take on Greenville. Greenville, by the way, at 9-0 is a tremendously good 9-0 team. They put some scores up, and that's going to give Fairfield all they want. The winner of that game would take on Litchfield, having to go all the way up to Olympia. Paris at Roxana. Roxana gets the 3 seed. We saw Roxana play earlier this season at Salem, and Roxana, they are tough. They are some tough customers at Roxana. Also, Carlinville at St. Joe Ogden. I've got some friends who are St. Joe Ogden graduates. Good luck to them in the Greenville and Roxana bracket. Of course, I mean it takes 5 wins to get to the championship. DuQuoin, the South seed number 1, and Byron, the North side number 1. And Byron is just they were repeating. I think they were state champs last season. One other class I kind of want to take a look at here locally, folks, that we usually have 2A or 3A schools, a few 4A, but not very many. 2A and 3A schools. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that Mount Carmel's 4A too, I think, right? No, Mount Carmel is it. They've got Benton going to Mount Carmel there, game number 11, and that is Saturday afternoon at the Snake Pit. So good luck to all those squads. Here's a look at the Class 2A. What I was showing you was 3A. This is Class 2A, and I was just going to point out a couple of oddities as Carmi, White County, hosting Breeze Mater Day down in Carmi on Saturday afternoon. I've got some friends who've gone to see some of Breeze Mater Day's games. Breeze Mater Day plays a schedule of 4A teams, 4A, 5A. The IHSA did Carmi absolutely no favors sending Breeze Mater Day to Carmi. That is going to be a difficult matchup for the Bulldogs. Auburn heading down to Johnston City. The Johnston City Indians ought to have a shot there. Vandalia is a very tough team playing Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville probably giving up about 100 kids to what Vandalia is, and Vandalia plays in a bigger conference than their size would indicate. So Vandalia plays above their heads, going 6-3, and they're in Greenville's conference along with Carlinville and Staunton. A very tough conference. Going to be a tough day for Lawrenceville, even though for a couple of these favorites via the seeding, getting home games, but Lawrenceville and Carmi there at the bottom of the picture are going to have a difficult time. Arthur Lovington, Atwood Hammond, the number 1 seed. Well, you've seen their running back the last few weeks for the Illini, Caden Fagan. And we're going to come back talk college football in just a moment. Good luck to all you squads here on playoff weekend. Enjoy it. Have a great time on the taking. It's just there's nothing like the IHSA football playoffs. We'll be back right after these words. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I am Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As this is our all sports edition. The boys couldn't be here today, but this is our Take the Points edition. And you could see I have an empty chair next to me, but that's typically where they'd be. But not today. We've got we're going to talk some college football now. I must admit, it is difficult talking college football today after having come back from that tremendous high of Illinois beating Maryland last week, the weekend before last in Maryland, and then this week they basically. Well, I hate to curse, and I'm not going to curse, but they did bad things to the bed in Champaign on Saturday against Wisconsin, blowing a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter, and so there you have it. That's all I'm going to say about that, other than to say this: story time. Not everything is bad from last weekend in Champaign. I had some friends up there. Had some friends getting married. Congratulations, Georgie and Teresa. They were here. Georgie's been on the show, and good to see them. Good to see them get married. Also, had friends of mine went to the football game. This is a good story. They went to the football game, and of course, it was not a good game. The Illini lost. It was an afternoon game, so they get back out to the tailgate after the game. And if you've seen where Champaign, where they tailgate, they've got the big Grange Grove, and they have this gigantic, numerous acre lawn where all the people with the better parking passes tailgate, and it's big, and there are a lot of tailgates. Well, a lot of them had cleared out shortly after the game. They just were disgusted by Illinois blowing that lead. Basically cleared out. A couple of my one of my friends who has a tailgate out there, John. He and his son were out there picking up, cleaning up, making sure that everything was taken care of before they took off themselves. But they had a little time, and they had some food to finish up, so they were enjoying the tailgate, enjoying what was left of it. They had a TV, and they were having fun. Up wanders, you ain't going to believe it, D. Brown of the 2005 Flying Illini by himself. Of course, he's the basketball coach up at Roosevelt College in Chicago. He came walking up to their tailgate. He'd been walking around all over the place out there. He came walking up to John's tailgate. He says, "Hey man, how y'all doing?" And they said, "Well, we're doing great. D, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing great too. I just was wanting to walk around after the ball game, after that tough loss, and I want to see where the real Illini fans are." And they said, "D, we're right here." They got pictures with him. They had a beverage with him. And so, yeah, that is the coolest thing I've heard. D. Brown joining your tailgate. It would have salvaged my day had I been up there for the game. I had to miss the game Saturday. But had I been up there, it would have helped salvage my day. All that to say this. Every week's a new week. It's wonderful. We got another month of college football. There's 5 games to go. Every week is a wonderful new week. It's something that we can all take pleasure in and enjoy, because college football, it's fleeting. It is fleeting. It's 8 weeks shorter than pro football, 8 or 9, 10 weeks shorter than pro football. Enjoy what you have, even if you're an Illini fan, or if your fan has a problem on the bed. Do what you can. Enjoy it. All that to say this. Let's take a look at who has been enjoying themselves more and who maybe not has been enjoying themselves more in college football. Here's a look at the against the spread, the top teams against the spread over the course of the season. That's the middle column. Oklahoma against the spread is 6-1, so they are. Penn State was undefeated against the spread. They lost their first game last week against Ohio State. How about the UNLV Running Rebs? 6-1. We'll hear about them here in just a few minutes as well. And Rutgers, the 6-1-1. That push was against Michigan. Shouldn't have happened. And then Arizona also 6-1 against the spread. These teams doing terrifically well. Who is not doing quite so well against the spread, and I'll get to. We had a lot better week last week, by the way. We'll get to that in just a second. Against the spread, Hawaii really struggling. USC having a lot of trouble against the spread because people thought they were going to win all kinds of games, and Caleb Williams, boy, he did not look good on the sideline the other day. Also, you've got the teams with just one win against the spread, all the way down to Illinois, third from the worst. By the way, this goes the other direction. Yeah, Illinois third from the worst at 1 out of 7 against the spread. 1 out of 8, pardon me, 1 and 7 against the spread. So they're due. That's the word to take from that. My Illini are due. The other interesting thing about that, I think I always point out, is that Vanderbilt 1 and 7 against the spread. Look at Vanderbilt. Over under, that's the next column over. 7-1 to the over on Vandy. They're averaging 28 points a game, giving up 34. Hey, that adds up to a cool 62 points. That ain't bad. And so yeah, pay attention. SC also losing against the spread. Look at them. They are terrific in over and under, going over. These are the teams going under. How about the teams going under? Under squads. Arizona under, Coastal Carolina under. All these teams, nobody's scoring. And you know the thing is, Iowa is not on this list because they have been adjusted. They've already been adjusted down so far. I mean, last week they did go under again, but it was only 30 points. So it is just tricky business to watch that and figure out how that goes. But all that to say this, as a squad, we went 5-3 last week, and I hit my super dog. I had the Old Dominion Monarchs knocked off Appalachian State as a 6.5-point dog. I had that. Yay, go Bruce, go. And Weeze went 2-0. I went 2-0. So I had a good week in college football, as I had Air Force, that sneaky cover against Navy. Thank you to the Navy coach for not kicking the extra point, as that was a bad beat for any Navy fans. As well as I had Ohio State minus 4.5 against Penn State. I'll take that anytime. What are we doing this week? Well, let's give you the rundown. For Weeze, he has Kansas against Oklahoma. He has Kansas plus 10 against Oklahoma, one of his bets. I will add to that is I've got Kansas as my super dog. Kansas as my super dog, minus 9.5 is where I got it. But Kansas at Oklahoma, so we'll see what happens. No, it's Kansas at home against Oklahoma. That's what I meant to say. Weeze's other game is Eastern Carolina at UT San Antonio, under 49. Good luck to Weeze. What's Jamie doing? Jamie did not have a good week last week. Jamie's red all the way across the board. I'll show you that in just a second. But he's got Va Tech minus 2.5 over Syracuse. Syracuse been struggling quite a bit lately. He also has the Oklahoma Kansas over at 66.5. We're all hoping that Jalen Daniels is able to play. So that's the thing. Or Jalen Harris, the Kansas Jalen. There's two. You got the LSU Jalen, and you got the Kansas Jalen. We're all hoping the Kansas Jalen is healthy enough to play. Lucas has Louisville. Oh, pardon me. Lucas has Louisville minus 4.5 versus Duke. Louisville coming off their bye week, and he's hoping that they get back into shape following the surprise loss week before last after the win against the huge letdown to Pitt by Louisville, and so he's planning on them to just get over that stumbling block. And he also has UCLA minus 17.5 versus Colorado. What are their super dogs? Weeze has Michigan State over Minnesota, and Michigan State's getting 7.5. Like I said, I've got Kansas over Oklahoma. Kansas getting 9.5. Jamie has NC State over Clemson. NC State getting 10. And Lucas has West Virginia plus 7.5 over UCF, Central Florida. Enjoy college football. There isn't that much more of it. And we'll be back talking about the NFL right after this. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thanks very much for joining today. This is our weekly Take the Points show, the sports show, and the fellows couldn't be here today, so it's all me and keeping you up to date, and also going to try to help you win a little bit of cash as well as we've gone over college football. What was the big deal in the pros last week? Oh, probably the biggest thing was San Francisco maybe losing to Minnesota. That was a pretty big game. You had the Patriots beating Buffalo. What do we think of the Bills now? Are they clear? Are they still in the top of the AFC along with Cincinnati? Or Cincinnati has ascended. How about those Detroit Lions falling behind 28-0 at halftime against the Baltimore Ravens, and of course Baltimore cruised from then on. Just a weird. It was things didn't go like people thought they were going to go type of week. It was an odd duck week. Now, Philadelphia got back on the winning track. They beat Miami and beat them pretty good. It would, if I was a Miami fan, I'd be a little worried about whether Miami can play the tougher teams. But they've got 7 or 8. 10 weeks until the playoffs. Anyway, they got 10 weeks left of the regular season before the playoffs begin. My only question is, why are they playing? They've started the buys, but nobody's on any buys this week. That doesn't make any sense. I guess they're not on buys maybe because there's no London games going on. I'm confused about the whole thing. The London games are over. Next week, the Frankfurt games. They'll be playing NFL games for the next 2 weeks in Germany. Go get them. And one of them includes the Kansas City Chiefs against who? It's the Chiefs versus... Well, it's a big game. Chiefs versus Dolphins, I think, is going to be in Frankfurt here in a week or two. So, but who knows? Who knows what the NFL is doing? How did we do in the NFL? Well, not as good as we'd hoped. We were 2-5. Pardon me, 2-6 in the NFL last week. That makes our overall record as a team 64-64. We're 500 as a team all together in college and pros. Now, looking at the college, we're doing a lot better. We're 42-34, and in the pros, we are 8 games under 22-30. So think about that. Here's a look at who's doing well and poorly against the spread in the NFL. Here are the teams doing well against the spread. I did not realize Kansas City is still that good against the spread because they usually carry a pretty good high number, but they're still 5-2 against the spread. All these teams up there at the top have done quite well against the spread. The ones I just talked about, although Detroit lost this weekend, then you have the Dolphins who lost, the Niners lost. It's just it was a weird week. It was a weird week. How about we take a look at who's been doing worst against the spread? Washington Commanders. There you are. They are. Pardon me. Go start at the bottom and go up. The Panthers 0-5-1 against the spread. Yet to win a bet against the spread. That is a rough way to go. The Chargers not doing well. The Broncos not doing well. And the Saints not doing well. And again, the intriguing thing when you see those teams that aren't doing too well, they're probably not. They may or well. Let's see what they're doing over on the over/under against the spread. The over/under results. There's the Chicago Bears 6-1, leading the way in the overs. The Bears, of course, that might be because they're giving up 27 points a game and only scoring 22, but that's a lot of points. Then the Colts are, look at that, 53 points a game almost in over and under on average. So the Colts at 5-2, there's a look at the teams doing well to the over. How about the under? Where are my New Orleans Saints? There they are, 1-6, as last week was their first game to go over this season, and they're only their second game to take an over in the last 17, 18, 19 games. So the Saints at 1-6. You've got Steelers 1-5. I bet everybody else is either 1-5 or 1-6. And the unders are really coming in hotter than the overs so far in the NFL season. The question is there going to be when will the correction come? If there is a correction to come, who knows? Who knows? Again, I said last week we were not so good. We were 2-6 against the spread in the NFL. NFL is tough. It was a tough week. What's Wee's got this week? Well, he has the Cowboys the Cowboys at the Rams -6.5, and he also has the Chiefs Broncos over 46.5. Where were the Chiefs on that over-under list? Chiefs and Broncos not on the over, but the Broncos, Chiefs and Broncos not on the under either. So Good luck to him. And that number again is 46. What's Jamie have? He has the Bills minus 8.5 Thursday night against Tampa. For the way the Bills played last week, God bless you, Jamie. I can say this every week, but boy, that's a rough. I'm not sure I'd do that. He also has Pittsburgh, the Steelers, -2 or +2.5 against Jacksonville. That match is one. Oh no, that isn't mine. I was going to take that one, but I changed my mind. So that's a good one. What's Lucas have? He has Philadelphia -6.5 at Washington. Those two teams played to overtime just 2 weeks ago. So who knows who shows up? That's the thing. And that's at Washington. Also, Lucas also has the Bengals +5.5 at San Francisco. Bengals had the week off. So will the real Bengals show up? Who knows who shows up in that Bengals matchup. I have my games. I have the Jets at the Giants. It's not a road game. They're playing in the same stadium they both play in. They'll be using the same locker rooms they both use. The question is, it'll be the Giants fans against the Jets there. So the Jets are technically on the road because it's not their fans. I was really surprised that was so low. It's 2.5 in favor of the Jets. I'm taking that hook, and I am going to take the Jets -2.5 over the Giants. I also have the Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vikings they have shown over the last several years, they can score, they can play with anybody. They can also lose to anybody. But I'm taking the Vikings at the Packers. They are favored by 1. I just don't believe in I don't believe in Jordan Love and the Packers. That's just me. So take a look at it, folks. There we are. That's what we're doing this week. You see down there on week 9, it's week 9 of college football, week 8 of the NFL. And take a picture because who knows? Get a lot of green on that board. Too much red above there the 2 weeks before that. Let's get some green going on that board. And my favorite one of the week would probably be. I didn't give my college footballs, did I? UNC, Georgia Tech under 63.5. UNLV at Fresno State. That's UNLV +7.5. Not I'm taking UNLV +7.5, not Fresno State. So take a look at those. Do your best, folks. Good luck to you. And back in just a sec with baseball.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, before we get to baseball, real quick, it's kind of getting that time of year. You're far enough into the NFL season that you can start taking a look at divisional, what's going on in the division. The Dolphins lead the AFC East by 1. Bills, even with that loss, still plenty close. The AFC North, the Ravens lead by a game, and the Steelers, pardon me, a game, half a game. Half a game over the Steelers and Browns. All 4 teams, 500 or over. I think that's the only division like that. Taking a look at the South, Jacksonville already a 2-game lead, just 7 games in, 10 games to go. And the Colts trying to hang close along with the Texans and Titans. So the AFC West, that's a full-on 3-game lead for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs 7 games in. That's pretty powerful. What is going on in the NFC side? Game and a half lead for the Eagles, as well as they have not yet played the Cowboys, and the Commanders, the Commies, being a little farther away. Detroit with a 2-game lead over Minnesota. Detroit looking to win their first division, I think, for 30 years, since 1992, maybe. The Giants and Bears trying for the number 1 pick, along with the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. There's the Atlanta Falcons, the only team over 500 in the NFC South, and the San Francisco 49ers leading out west. Seattle staying very close, and the Rams have been playing well too, just haven't been winning too many games. So that kind of brings you up to where the NFL is. World Series. Did you get a chance to watch the playoffs? I tell you what, they were a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun watching the Diamondbacks come back. There's people out there saying nobody's going to care about the World Series because it's Arizona playing Texas. I got to tell you, if you've seen either of the teams play, they're both kind of upstarts. Texas was supposed to be good maybe next year. They're a year early, and that's why they pulled in a nice trade for Jordan Montgomery. The Diamondbacks, nobody thought they'd be anywhere near this. Well, nobody thought either of these teams would be anywhere near this. Had you put $100 on the Texas Rangers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks back before the season, had you gone into a casino and said, I think the World Series, you don't have to say who's going to win the World Series, just who you think the teams are. If you'd have put $100 on it, you would be getting paid. It was 175. Is it 175,000? 1,750 to 1. $175,000 on a $100 bet. Yo! That's pretty good. That's all right. Nobody was picking this matchup. Nobody was picking this matchup even during the playoffs. Before the playoffs started, nobody saw this matchup coming. Here is a look at how they got there. Both teams come in with phenomenal 9-3 records in the playoffs. Look at that. They are both 9-3. It doesn't matter that Arizona only won 84 games in the regular season. It doesn't matter that Texas didn't win their division and then got caught by Houston. They knocked off Houston in the ALCS, maybe everybody's happiest moment of the baseball. So the World Series starts on Friday, and here's a look, by the way. I thought I'd let y'all take a look at World Series logos. Everybody remembers that 2006 logo, and look at the beauty of the 2011 logo. That might be the best logo of the whole set. What's your favorite? Well, of course, it's 2011 logo. It's classic. It just looks beautiful. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the World Series. Are you picking a team? Team with the most ex-Cardinals. It's the Rangers. I got to root for the Rangers. Go Rangers. We'll see you next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You go out, have a great weekend. Enjoy the Louisville Fall Harvest Festival. See y'all.